Hey guys, Chris here. Good morning. Today is Tuesday. It's October the 19th. It's a beautiful day here in Central Virginia. I think it was about 41 degrees when I woke up this morning. It's going to get up into the low 70s, I think. Just a perfect fall day. I feel good. I just left the local courthouse. I dropped off my early voting ballot, so I have already voted in November's election. I feel good about that. But what I really feel good about is the little mission that I'm on right now. I'm on my way to pick up a trailer. I'm really excited about this. I've been trying to get this thing since early August, and like everything else, with shortages, things are hard to come by. And so today is the day, I hope. You know, I found out in this process and searching for trailers that there's a lot to know, and there's all sorts of different types of trailers. You never know whether you should be searching on the internet for a car hauler or an equipment trailer, and what are the differences in those, and 7,000 pound, 10,000 pound, 12,000 pound, 2 brakes, 1 brakes. There's a lot to figure out. So I really had to kind of come to grips with what my wants were and what my needs were and what my budget was, and I've come up with a solution. So I'm going to get up here, I'm going to get this trailer, I'm going to get it hooked up, and then when I get a moment, I'm going to pull it over and I'll show it to you, and I'll talk about my decision process and how I came to make that decision, and I'll get your thoughts. We'll see it shortly. Behind me is my new trailer. The last time I talked to you, when I shot the introduction for this, it was probably over a month ago, and then life kind of got in the way, and I haven't had time to shoot the rest of this. When I got the trailer home, we live in a cul-de-sac, and this is a 20-foot trailer, and it was just kind of in the way, so a friend of mine let me keep it as his place. And so I just brought the tractor back here to the overlook, and I'm about to go out and work the road. But I thought I would finally try to talk to you a little bit about this trailer that I bought. This is sold as a car hauler. It's 20 feet long. It's 18 plus 2-foot dovetail. It has slide-in ramps. What else can I tell you? I would say that this trailer is definitely something that would be sold and was sold as an economy trailer. It is not a heavy-duty trailer. I knew that going into it. It is a 7,000 pound trailer based on the axles. The gross weight on the trailer is about 2,000 pounds, 1,900, something like that. I know what the weights are on my tractor with the loader and the loaded tires and all my implements. Maybe I'll stick that here on the screen so you can see it. I don't remember it off the top of my head. I know the tractor, the loader, and the tires all together weigh just over 3,000 pounds. So I've got roughly 5,000 pounds of towing capability. My truck will tow 10,000 pounds. So even with all my implements, I'm good, and I've got some room to spare. Well, let me tell you why I bought the trailer that I did. I knew I needed a trailer. I had access to my neighbor's trailer, and he was very kind to let me use it, but he owns it with another guy, and sometimes somebody else would have it when I needed it, and you know, it's their trailer, so what am I going to do? So anyway, I started shopping for a trailer, and I was shopping for used equipment. And as you know, right now in this time of the world, that's just nuts. So I wasn't having much luck, and about the cheapest thing I could find was for a 16 to 18 foot trailer. You know, for a trailer that was in pretty rough shape, you were looking at $3,000 or more, and they would not last on either, you know, Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. They'd only be on there for a week or so, and then they'd be gone. So anyway, I found a little local dealer, and I saw, actually it was an ad on Facebook Marketplace for a new 18-foot trailer, and it was about $3,000, brand new. And I was like, that almost sounds too good to be true, but I'm going to go check it out. So I did. And it was legit, and I crawled around underneath it, and the welds were good, and the frame on this is 4-inch C-channel. So if you get a heavier duty trailer, it's going to be 5 or 6 or even 7-inch for heavier equipment trailers. but you know, for my purposes, I figured this is going to be good enough for me, certainly for now. And based on the values of things, I got this trailer. I've made a few improvements on it since I've had it. I'm pretty sure I could sell it already for more than I've got into it, so I feel like I'm safe. So far, so good. It tracks really well. The brakes work. I ended up with a 20-foot trailer, and I'll tell you why. My neighbor's trailer is a 16-foot dovetail, and it would accommodate my tractor with a loader and an implement. I'd be hanging off just a tad bit off the back, but it was fine. So I knew I really wanted to get at least an 18-foot trailer, and as I said, the ad I responded to was an 18-foot trailer. I went out there and looked at it. In the meantime, I had checked their website, and they also offered this 20-foot trailer, and it was incrementally more expensive, less than $200 more for the extra 2 feet. So I thought I'd really rather have those 2 additional feet. I don't need them specifically for the tractor. I'm good there. But I had two reasons. One, it gives me enough room that I can palletize an extra implement. Maybe it's my grater blade or what have you. I can put that on the front. And then I can pull up the tractor with the loader on there and an implement off the back. And between that and the bed of my truck, I can pretty much bring everything I've got at this point because I don't have that many implements to start with. But I thought that would be worth the extra money and the extra feet. Also, equally as important, I have just standard springs right now on this truck, so I'm very cognizant of the tongue weight. So my thought was that if I have a longer trailer, that gives me the ability to shift back and forth further to balance my weight so that I'm not really pushing down on the back of the truck or lifting up off the hitch. And so far that has been absolutely true. So I've been really pleased with it. Let me turn you around and we'll go and we'll get a closer look. All right, as I said, this is what they would consider an economy trailer based on the fact that it's the 4-inch C-channel. Something else, one of the reasons that this was less expensive was that this trailer was manufactured in North Carolina. In North Carolina, they're not obligated to have the backup, the battery backup for the breakaway brakes. We do have to have that here in Virginia. So that was something that was not on the trailer that I ended up adding myself. That's a really simple ad. I got that at eTrailer. I'll put a link to the unit that I got, and there is also a great video on their website about the install of this, so I'm not going to bother to go into all of that. Here's a breakaway switch. There's a cable that runs up a wire and it just attaches to the back of the truck, and so if the trailer breaks away, this pops out and it automatically engages the brakes. Basically in this box right here is a battery and a charger, so when I'm plugged into the truck through the 7-way, I've got brakes. The box I just added today, it was not on there. I got this at Home Depot because I had some in-store credit, so I thought I'd go ahead and use it, but I've got all my tie downs and what have you in there. Lube shuttle, little free plug. I do like the fact that this has has stake pockets. It's got 3 up front because of the extra weight. Extra length. And there are 2 in the back. Depending on what order I put this together, you've already maybe seen the tractor get unloaded, and so you saw the D-rings that I have to go in there. The other thing that I've done is I added these. These are 2 18-watt NILIGHT floodlights. They are the exact same lights that I have on the back of the ROPS on the tractor. They're connected to the reverse circuit on the 7-way because it's hard to see this thing in the dark. It's black, so that makes backing up in the dark much easier. As I said, I've got pull-out ramps right there. Got pretty nice wheels and tires on here, and they've got the little bearing buddy grease fittings on there, so I like that. You know, it came pinstriped, and that's painted. That's not even a stripe, so like a tape, so I was pretty pleased with that. One of the things, again, that it does not have is anything reflective down these sides. So I am going to probably put some additional LED markers down the side and the red and white reflective tape that you often see. So that's it. Like I said, it's 20 feet long, 18 plus 2, and so far, other than the fact that I apparently don't know how to attach a license plate. That's not true. I did, but I lost a screw. Yeah, this thing has been great. I like it. I've left enough room behind the toolbox, so if I want to put a plate up here that I can put a winch, I can. Yeah, I like it. So here's everything tied down. As you can see, I've got the bucket just palletized on that pallet, which is sitting on my forks, but I've still got some room up ahead of that. I use these nylon straps just so I'm able to keep the chains from banging into the paint, and I'm going around the lower part of the loader tube there up to the D-rings that go in the stake pockets. Those things are great. I use 10-foot chains in the front. Actually, I bought a single 20-foot chain, and I just cut it in half, and I bought me a set of the hooks because I rarely do I actually need a 20-foot chain. In the back, I do have one chain, but what I'm doing is I'm looping it here under the clevis on both sides. It comes back, goes through the D-ring, and then across. The first time I did it, I just went from D-ring up through the clevis and down to the other D-ring, but that allows the tractor to slide back and forth potentially. This way it's anchored down on both sides. I use one of the tensioners, but it's solid and it's not going anywhere. So yeah, so this is everything loaded up. I just got here from home. It's kind of late in the day, but the road needs some work and they need to get some gravel put down on it, so I'm going to go try to knock out some potholes. All right, let's get this thing undone. Something to minimize some flex here. Keep from lifting up the back end of the truck when I come down. All right, looks like we're all free and clear. Am I the only one that does that too? Tries to get up on the wrong side of the tractor? I do that a lot. Props up, buckle up. Well, the sun is setting here at the overlook, and that kind of puts a pin in the Thanksgiving Day weekend here in the United States. I know you folks in Canada have already had yours. Yeah, it's been a fantastic weekend. We got to talk to my son over in Germany with a video call. That was kind of a surprise for everybody, so that was great. I had some fantastic food, and hey, I got to finish finally my trailer video. That's been a bit of a process. I started the video on my way to pick it up. Then I promptly moved the trailer to a different location because we live in a cul-de-sac and it was kind of blocking things. So anyway, finally got to finish that this weekend. Got the box mounted on the trailer, which was one of the things I wanted to do. And yeah, so far I love it. It's beautiful weather down here. The sun is setting. I've had a great time. I got to work on the road a little bit. I didn't film it because you've seen me do that before. But I need to get back to Richmond and get back to real life. So in the meantime, as always, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you're updated when I upload videos. And yeah, I appreciate you being here as always, and hope we see you next time.